Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver run the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A third and long coming up here. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're going to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. They stripped it out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown Seminoles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
24, Florida State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They want to just keep throwing it. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 13.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Smith. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to go up top on first down. Extending the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his feet to buy time. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Looking for more room. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Georgia, 31. Florida State, 21.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick this one off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. Unloads to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, no!
thing about spreading a defense out. I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds a man on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Look, I know this has not been statistically the day that this guy would have hoped for coming into this one. He's their star back. He's come up with massive plays time and time again. It's been tough sledding against this defense, but if he had to trade that for a W in this one, he would certainly take it. And at this point of the game in the 4th quarter, this is where they need him most.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
He's looking deep. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Georgia going up tempo. He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.